Right guys and girls, welcome to my workshop. If anybody's got a bit of a fetish on tidiness, look away now, because you'll have a bit of an heart attack looking at this mess in here. Anyway, washing machine drums. Made one myself today. Not rocket science, quite easy. But the reason I'm showing you this is because that's the bit I don't need, and I'll be bringing that down to the Forest of Dean meet. What I'll do is I'll chop off all these bits on the outside for anybody who wants it. A few holes in the bottom there, obviously from where the washing machine was. Bear in mind that hole in the middle there, because that will I'm testing everybody on what comes next. Yeah, so there we go. If anybody wants that, I'll bung some legs on it and I'll leave it there for somebody to use. I know the owner of the fishery, Broadstone Fishery, won't mind me leaving it around for somebody else to use. Bottom comes off if you really want it to, but the legs will be bolted onto the bottom there for somebody else to use anyway. So to be honest, it'll get it out of my way, and what I'll do is I'll show you what I've made from it. See you in a second. In with the best traditions of everything, so that's what I've made out of that. That's the spinning drum that sits in the middle of that big cast iron thing or solid steel thing on the floor. This actually weighs 4 kilos, so it weighs absolutely, well, it's very light. My intention is to put a small rack on the top of it so that I can cook and keep things warm on the top of it. As I mentioned before, there's the spindle that went through that hole there, and then what I've done is, to recycle stuff, I've turned that around. That's the drive belt. Turn that around, and that now becomes the stand for it, like so. So it sits like that. And the worst, if the worst comes to the worst, I've got some nice steel pins that will go over, I'll show you there, and I'll go into the ground like that. Or failing that, I can put some logs, bricks, whatever else to keep it nice and steady. But as you can see, it's fairly steady as it is. Obviously the last thing you want it to do is fall over when you're all sat around it at night, especially with a few jars down here. Anyway, like I said, drop us a note or whatever. Well, actually don't, it'll just be a case of whoever gets it first can use it, and it's just handy for you to use. The holes in the bottom there should let enough air in, and I think it'll work well. Cheers then, bye.